So we've been talking about how negative emotions are actually action signals that are going to help us to either change our perspective, change the way we think, or to help us to take different action to get different results. Now we've been talking about fear and hurt. Today we're going to talk about anger, because I know that that's something that we can all relate to. Now anger can be as mild as just being irritated, but it can move up in intensity through, being mad at someone or anger, all the way up to being enraged. So what we have to understand about anger is the message that it is sending us is that we have an important rule or standard that has been violated by somebody else or by us. So a rule is something that has to happen in order for us to feel a certain way. And so here's an example. Let's just say you've got an appointment with somebody and they're late. And the later they are, the more upset you become. You started out as being irritated. The later they are, the more you think about it, the more emotion you feel, and everything just continues to get worse until you're more and more upset. Okay, so here's 3 things that you do, 3 solutions when you're starting to feel angry. First, does the other person share the same rule that you have? Because it sounds like you probably have a rule that means when somebody's late, that they're disrespecting you, or that they believe, or that you believe that they think that your time is not as valuable as theirs. We have to understand that's your rule. That's what has to happen for you. You adopted that rule. You probably didn't do it consciously. It's been picked up from your family or other people you've been around, but this is your rule. Maybe their rule is, as long as I'm there within 15 minutes of the appointment time, then it's okay. I know someone very well who I think thinks this way. I'm not going to mention any names, but their rule might be different than yours. So understand that first of all. Second, maybe your rule needs to be adjusted. I can tell you this, the more your rules depend on somebody else's behavior, the more pain you're going to feel, because you can't control other people and their behavior. So maybe your rule needs to be adjusted a little bit. Third, what can you learn from this? Maybe you can communicate differently to this person who has violated your rule, and you need to let them know that this is really important to you, because we can't assume that they know these things. So the next time you're feeling irritated, angry, enraged, think about this. This is an action signal, and this is telling me that I have an important rule or standard that's been violated. Okay? That's why I'm feeling this way. And now I have 3 options. Does the other person who violated the rule feel the same way and share the same rules that I do? Can I adjust my rule so that it's not so intense, so that it's not so easy to be broken all the time? Or what can I learn from this, and how can I communicate this differently to the person who broke my rule? Okay, so these are different options or different things that you can do when you start to feel anger, and look at it as an action signal. We're going to talk about other emotions, including disappointment, including feeling overwhelmed. So this is just part of the series. I invite you to like my page, Win.tv, for more content like this, and understanding how these negative emotions or action signals is just one step that's going to help you to prepare to win.